Hello everybody, this is Sports Corner. I'm Lily Caterzoli.
And I'm Belle Villarreal.
With Colton Moss, Sarah Graham, Luca DeBono, and Michael Barabalt. Let's get right into it with our first story.
Last Thursday, the girls' golf team faced Annalee at Rooster Run. The girls came out with the win, with the lowest score being 42 from Lily Caterzoli. The next four lowest scores were from Jenna Sticelli with a score of 56, Olivia Zimmerman 60, and Maddie Weber 68, Simone Smith 80. The final score was Petaluma 306 and Annalee 313. The team is on an undefeated streak and is in hope for an SCL title.
Our girls and boys cross-country teams had two successful meets last week against Rancho. Jack Dunbar finished second overall in the Rancho meet and first in the SCL meet at Spring Lake, but both girls and boys JV and varsity teams did very well overall, and they have many more exciting meets to come. And now we have an interview with Tony Vitale and Dominic Butts.
All right, here with Dominic Butts and Tony Vitale, both of your guys' first varsity cross-country race. What was the experience like?
It was pretty great. A runner's high is definitely a thing. I felt it like about halfway through. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I feel like it was a totally new experience for me. The very beginning was very nerve-wracking with everybody in a mob, but once it spreads out, you get a chance to focus.
And what adjustments do you guys want after your first race? What do you feel like you've learned, and what do you think you can adjust from as the season goes along?
I think I get a little bit faster overall pace because I had a good amount of energy at the end. But yeah, it's pretty much just to get a overall faster pace throughout the race.
Yeah, just learning to pace myself in general is a skill that I'm going to develop during the season because this was the first race. Now I have a time to beat and like a base to like go off of for the rest of the season.
Everyone knows that last mile in cross country is torture. What is your strategy to pushing through that and finishing strong?
I was just looking at the guy in front of me and just thinking about like trying to pass him the whole time. I wasn't looking behind me that much, just trying to dominate the guy in front of me.
Same.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, boy, cross country, boy.
Now we have our girls interview with Fiona and Brooklyn.
First varsity race for you, and you had an outstanding race. How did it feel?
Terrible, kind of. I mean, it's better after it's over with because I feel pretty accomplished, but during I feel really discouraged.
And you were running against, both as freshmen, a lot of runners that are a lot older than you, yet both of you held your own. Without the experience, how were you able to keep your cool and make great times?
I ran in races before, like I did cross country in junior high, but it's nothing compared to this, like especially because like a lot of the older kids are like, they're just more experienced, but I think I did pretty good for unexperiencedness.
Yeah, I did cross country in junior high too, and it was fun. You just have to not think about everyone else, and it's pretty good.
What's the team experience in cross country and working to push your teammates and bonding?
I think that cross country has like really good team spirit because it's like an individual sport, but at the same time we're all a team and we all like want each other to do good.
Teamwork's the most important part because you have to always cheer on your team and make sure everyone does good.
The boys team is looking to win SCL, and the girls are hoping to improve on their same goal as well.
Last Tuesday, the 12th, our varsity girls tennis team played Healdsburg at home. The undefeated tennis team won the match 5-2. Kim Garcia, Erica Gilmore, and Mary Monzato won their singles matches. The double teams, Diana Trueblood and Brooke Simons, and Laura Sandoval and Christina Lang, contributed to the Trojan win by winning their double matches. The team also had a match on Thursday, the 14th, against Annalee, losing the match 3-4 and ruining their winning streak. All of the singles fought hard but fell short except for a Kim Garcia victory. Good luck to all of our tennis team in their upcoming matches.
Saturday, our Trojan boys battled Terra Linda in a shootout down in Marin County. The Trojans pulled out a W in a 52-44 win. We got an interview with Jacob Rolston.
After the victory here with Jacob Rolston, starting running back for the Trojans, had some tough breaks early in the game with those fumbles. How did you keep your head up and keep on playing well, and how did the team?
I just kept pushing, honestly. Like, it was mostly my team. Like, I had my head down most of it, but my team picked me up. It's all family effort.
And the O-line really was paving paths for you in the second half. How much credit do you give to them, and how much important are they for the success of the running backs?
I give all credit to them. They really stepped it up today. They showed them what they're made of, and they just took control of the whole game.
This team was down early. It looked like that might just not go your way. What does it do for the confidence level of this team going forward?
It gives a lot of excitement to us and shows what the next team, shows the next team what we're going to be able to do and scare them, I guess.
Cost is next week. It's the Egg Bowl. How are you going to avoid the distractions and just focus on football and try to beat the biggest rival?
Just focus on us and stay off social media because everybody's going to be talking. So just, stay as a team and do what we do.
Jacob Rolston had an amazing 5 rushing touchdowns on 129 yards with an interception. Also, quarterback Justin Wilbur had 2 touchdowns, one of them being a 48-yard run to cut the score to 1. Junior Danny DeCarly fell on a fumble in the end zone to tie the game 44-44. The Trojans moved the ball down the field with little time left in the fourth quarter and ended up scoring the winning touchdown with a little over a minute left. Time ran out for Terra Linda as they could not come back, which gave the Trojans a win, which advanced them to 3-0.
Coming up next, our varsity girls volleyball team won an absolute thriller last Thursday against longtime nemesis Sonoma Valley. Live on our YouTube channel, the team battled the Dragons in our home gym. They came out strong, winning the first 2 sets. However, the Dragons turned the momentum late in the second set, reeling off 12 straight points. Even though they didn't win the set, the Trojans were dominated by the Dragons in the third and fourth sets. However, the Trojans regained their composure in the intense fifth set. Battling in a close one, Kayla Pearson and Serena Horvath were 2 of the key players who pulled out a 15-10 win in the fifth set. We talk with the team after the game. After a 5-set thriller, you guys took the first 2 sets, but Sonoma Valley'd back. How did you maintain your composure in the fifth set, and what was the difference?
Well, I think it's because we had motivation to win. Sonoma's been our longtime rival for a really long time. We lost against them in SCLs last year. We wanted revenge, and we got it, and we won. So, woo, Petaluma.
You guys came out to a really strong start. How motivated were you to beat a Sonoma team that you guys have struggled against, especially the varsity team of late?
We have been stressing this game basically the whole season. Yeah. The fact that we can come here, beat them in our own gym, this is great. I love it so much.
And what does this mean for the momentum as you look forward to the season on just building and improving?
This definitely gives us some type of confidence to go in and to go into SELs again and actually try to win this year. We still have Annalee to play against, so that's another big competition. But I think we'll pull through in the end and we'll make it.
This team is clearly one of the best varsity girls volleyball teams we had in a long time. What is the key attribute that makes this team so good?
I think we have, this sounds really cheesy, but we have great heart. The bench is alive, The court is alive, we're all cheering each other on. It's just, I love the camaraderie, that's what pulls through.
Same with her. We all have great dynamic. It's amazing. Everyone here is so loving. The bench. Shout out to Win Royal here. She pulls through on the bench, man. She is the most amazing person. She keeps the bench lively. Thank you to that.
The team is thrilled to be undefeated and faces Annalee today, looking to keep a 7-game win streak going. The team is coached by Ryan Hughes, who we talked with after the Sonoma victory.
What do you think helped the girls really win the game overall?
I really think our captains, Claire and Grace, did a great job of just being pumped up. Grace made some great kills that are inspirational, and it just pumps the team up when they see it. They're like, oh, that girl's trying really hard. Let's try hard together, right? I think Claire and Grace are great captains right now, and they're going to lead us a long way.
Okay. As soon as Sonoma started battling back.
I feel like we got a little rut. Basically, we're kind of up 2-0, right? And we're like, oh, I mean, it happens where we're like, oh, we can do this, right? We're kind of confident. And all of a sudden it looks like we fell asleep. It looks like we're on the court, we're not being loud, we're not talking, we're not screaming, we're not cheering. Those little things will be like, hey, look, if you don't do those things, the other team will. Yeah. And they started getting really loud and pumping themselves up, and all of a sudden it's a game, right? It was a rough third and fourth match or game, right?
And then in those timeouts, what were some things that you said to the girls to maybe help them out a little bit, besides from just Claire and Grace talking?
Nothing too critical. It's basically saying, hey, look, we can do this. Look, you guys believe in yourselves. Swing away, be smart. Let's pass the ball. We had a little struggling for passing for a little bit. But nothing extreme. You guys just encouraging them, being positive. I try to be positive a little bit more now.
Yeah. Being now that you guys are in first place, what do you think that'll really help the girls out with in the future? Are there going to be different practices, different routines during practices in order to stay in that first place driver's seat?
No, we're going to do the same thing we do all the time, which is basically concentrate on serving, passing, hitting the ball on the court over and over again. That's what wins games, over and over again.
The Trojans are clearly brimming with confidence and are in control of SCL and in first place with so many great returning players. Coming up next, we have Colton Moss with the JV Freshman Report.
All of our JV and freshman teams have had a great couple of weeks going. The JV football team won their last Ireland 26-0. Liam Selstrom finished 4th overall for the cross-country team on their last race. Now on to talking about the Egg Bowl with Mike Barable.
Last Saturday, our JV football team took on Casa Grande at the Egg Bowl. It was a great game with the Trojans taking an early lead and never losing the lead. They beat the Gauchos 29-18 for an exciting win. The varsity game was all the hype. In front of a huge crowd, the Trojans beat rival Casa Grande 20-14. Jacob Rolston scored 2 touchdowns from inside the 5-yard line, including the game winner on 4th and goal. Quarterback Justin Wolbert also scored a touchdown, going untouched for 36 yards. Then, 2 key stops inside the 20-yard line in the 4th quarter sealed the win. Eric Diaz made the big play as he deflected a Casa Grande pass on 1st down. We talked with Diaz after the game.
The defense, that last stand that decided the game, how did you deal with the pressure and just get that stop?
You know, all I really got to do is stay in the zone, zone everyone out, and just play a good game.
And you had a big interception late that helped give the ball back to the offense in the 4th quarter. Take us through that play, and what were you feeling afterwards with the stands going nuts?
You know, I saw the ball on the ground, picked it up, ran, went crazy because it turned the game around and gave us momentum.
And what was the feeling like just playing in this whole game with fans rabid on both sides and so much pressure and hype around it?
You know, I've never really been in Egg Bowl before. This is the first year. Felt crazy, felt great.
And how do you build on the season with just getting a win that obviously will sort of define the season, but you have so much more looking forward to?
You know, all we got to do is play hard, play as a family, and keep improving as one.
Also, after the big Egg Bowl win, we talked with Coach Chris.
Just describe your emotions over those last 6 minutes of the 4th quarter.
Emotions, I would say more just tense, open for something big to happen. Defense really stepped up and did a great job at the end, getting the interception.
This game was expected to be more of a shootout. What do you feel like made it more of a defensive affair, and was there something in your game plan that impacted that?
Well, I think both teams were pretty conservative offensively. I think you know, we had some mistakes. They had turnovers. We had a couple turnovers that put our offenses in better positions to score. But I think the turnovers that were a key thing for both sides.
Petaluma hasn't beaten Casa in 7 years. Casa's dominated the rivalry about the last decade. After it comes back after 5 years, how important was it for the football program in the high school to finally beat Casa?
Oh, it was big. I'm really happy for the seniors. You know, it's great to see the community all come out and see such a great game played by both teams. So, yeah, it's exciting.
How do you turn the page on such a big game and focus on another huge game next week against Annalee?
Allow them to celebrate a little bit with this one, and then we're back to work tomorrow morning. So we got a lot of work to do, and we got a pretty good idea of what we're going to see next week. So you know, starting Monday, we're going to hit it hard with the kids.
The Trojans will go to Sebastopol to battle Annalee this Friday night at 7:30 in their Sonoma County League opener. Try and make the trip up to Annalee this Friday to cheer our Trojans on in this huge SCL game. That's all for Sports Corner.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for the next Sports Corner.
See you guys later.